Right. Now, it is quite clear that Ipswich Labour have absolutely no concern for Ipswich, and all they are bothered about is Ipswich Labour and having the leader of the person who's called the leader of the council as the town's MP. Everything they do is for the Labour Party. They are absolutely unconcerned about what is good for Ipswich. They are not for Ipswich, they are not for the people of Ipswich, they are merely for themselves. And they have an absolute contempt for the democratic process. There's only been 2 full council meetings since May. Now they claim it's because of lack of business, but the real reason is they really don't care about democracy. And it was supposed to be a council meeting yesterday, but it wasn't really a council meeting. It was a arranged gathering where they would actually give a party political broadcast on behalf of the Labour Party and say what they are doing on behalf of the Labour Party. It was absolutely shocking. They have no concern for Ipswich, to the point where the portfolio holder for economic development said that she did not know who owned the Visit Ipswich website.
Councillor Jones, how did the URL visitipswich.com end up being part of the bid, including auto-redirecting to allaboutipswich.com, and what was the process of it?
Chair, I'm going to give a technical answer now. The decision to merge tourism promotions around a single website rather than several websites was taken following consultation with stakeholders during the first 5-year term of the Ipswich Central Tourism District. Terms including the operating agreement with Ipswich Central Management Limited for their second term.
Thank you.
So it was technical. Can the portfolio holder please clarify, does the IBC still own the website Visit Ipswich?
Chair, I will have to check that, I think. I wouldn't like to say yes or no for definite, but I'll check.
Thank you.
That was one of the better moments where they weren't actually making party political broadcasts. I mean, and the thing is, it's not in the interests of Ipswich that we have a so-called leader of the council who is basically using his position as a platform for electioneering rather than for serving the people of Ipswich. Hence, the leader of the Conservative group, Councillor Nadia Chenchi, asked him when he was going to step down. He then said that he'd let her know. She actually said about how hard it would be during an election campaign, and he then proceeded with a party political broadcast.
Will the leader of the council, when will the leader of the council be stepping down to focus on his general election campaign?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. When I make a decision, I'll be sure to let Councillor Chenchi know. Thank you.
Does the leader of the council not feel, knowing what we all know about campaigning 6 months towards a general election, how much energy it saps from you, that this will take away from his duties as the leader and perhaps make him take his eye off the ball in those duties?
Councillor Ellesmere. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I've been both leader of Ipswich Borough Council and prospective parliamentary candidate for Ipswich since September 2011. During that time, the council I lead has protected frontline council services. We've become an accredited living wage employer. We've attracted tens of millions of pounds of inward investment. We've agreed more compulsory purchases on empty homes in the last 3 years than in the previous 30. We've started building council houses for the first time in a generation. In that time, we've increased the Labour majority on the council each year and now hold more than 2/3 of the seats. If rumours are to be...
He's not answering the question.
White.
He's got opportunity once again to sell himself to the electorate. I want an answer as to whether he thinks he'll have
you, Mr. Mayor. Councillor Chenchi claimed that he could see into the future previously. It wouldn't take a 5-year-old to predict what sort of answer I was going to give. So, Mr. Mayor, we've got more than 2/3 of the seats on the council, and if rumours are to be...
And basically, there was a lot more like that at the meeting. And there was going through the motion, a motion, which was to do with the borough, and it wasn't a national thing. He came out with this.
That is why this government's economic plan is failing. It's why this government is borrowing more this year than it borrowed last year, because wage levels...
Okay, I showed you a clip of it. I mean, because I didn't want to bore you with his party political rantings, anti-Tory rantings. But like, the thing is, it's all about the Labour Party. It's all about him. It's all about everything but what is in interests of the borough of Ipswich and what is good for the people of Ipswich. And that is the position. We have the so-called leader of the council is leading his so-called administration to just do everything for him and for the Labour Party, and Ipswich is just like, well, it's just insignificant compared to what they really care about, and it's not good for Ipswich, this going on. Hence, I think David Ellesmere should resign as leader of the council as soon as possible.